Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of On the Paint Table. It's my weekly show where you see what I got done, what I'm working on, and what is coming up. So, this week painted some more stuff for Don't Look Back, and one half of my Operation Crimson Stone, two-player starter set for Infinity, and then prepped some more projects for some games next week. So let's see what got done and what is coming up. So first things first, painted two more killers for Don't Look Back. These are from the Black Site Studio Horror Pack 1, which has a few famous movie villains in it. The final two sort of episodes of Don't Look Back have some different killers from the sort of masked axe guy in the woods. And you can build these killers, like you can build like a mundane killer or like a spooky like ghost killer out of the bits that come in there, but obviously I painted my kind of the stranger's bag on his head guy. So for the mundane killer, I painted the milkman, who is terrifying, psycho killer who likes to put bear traps in a local park and then hunt kids. And then for the evil spirit that lives in a well, I painted the evil spirit that lives in a well, the disjointed killer. And that wrapped up the 5 episodes from the starter set, at which point now I'm going to go through and start painting some of the new villains, because they all have their own scenarios to play through, which is great, and as well as some of the new supporting cast and characters, so I can keep playing Don't Look Back kind of as I like, unlocking one of those packs and playing through the 1 to 2 scenarios that come in each one. So great fun to paint. Again, these are a resin cast. They were nice and clean, not a lot of cleanup, and they fit the bill perfectly for the killers I wanted. And here is my Operation Crimson Stone, and then also the Beyond Operation Crimson Stone add-on that I painted up for, and the Nomad paint set that I used to paint it, all painted up for Infinity and 4. I'm actually going to play a game with them this week. My first time ever playing Nomads. I felt filthy. But as Owen, of course, is no longer be playing Infinity here, because he's headed off to Alberta, I wanted to have a Nomad army ready to rock and roll, and this was the perfect excuse. So with 300 points painted, I got to play a game last night against some Acon, and you'll get to see that game coming up real soon on the channel next week, actually. But I painted up basically the core starter set. So this is the paint set mini, which is great. It's an Aguasil paramedic that I painted up, and I used the paints from the cool Nomad paint set, which are all Vallejo for the core tones. And then the Beyond stuff is you and you. So a Tomcat and the cool Vostok Sputnik, which is the new injected thermoplastic. Every time I pick it up, I get weirded out because it's so light, because I'm used to the remotes being so heavy. And I'll have a review of this, because I actually have an unassembled one, and I wanted to wait until I'd actually built and painted one to put the unassembled one next to it, so you guys could see like the comparison for the review. Then I painted up the starter set mini with a special guy. This is Wolfgang Amadeus Wolf. He's an amazing wild card that you can put in any like fire team in the Corregidor Sectorial. So I painted him up kind of in Corregidor colors. He's a mercenary. And then the actual core box, which is a Sombra, a Hellcat Hacker, it's my new favorite miniature, 3 Aguasils with just regular combi rifles, an Intruder HMG, probably the best skirmisher in this faction because he's got MSV2, and then the Evader, who's like a not quite heavy infantry, who is awesome. He's like a 1 wound, no wounding guy, but he's got an AP Spitfire and he can be an engineer. So this was my 300 point list, 2 combat groups, 1 Aguasil. The weird thing about this list is the lieutenant is always going to be the Aguasil, because the Aguasil is one of the only 3 lieutenant options that are in this entire faction, along with the Mobile Brigada, and I think there's a Wildcat lieutenant option as well. But I don't have any Wildcats. The one that comes in Beyond Crimson Stone has an AP Spitfire. It is an NCO. And I don't have any Mobile Brigadas because I gave all my old Nomad stuff to Owen way back in the day. So I need a Mobile Brigada, like a generic Mobile Brigada, so I have another lieutenant, and I need to grab some Wildcats so I can have a second lieutenant option. Because right now it's real obvious who my lieutenant is, and he hides on a roof screaming and suppressing for most of the game. That said, here is some stuff coming up. I need to paint up my other half of the starter set, actually including this fellow right here, who is the Wildcat Spitfire, and then work on my whatchamacallits, my dudes from Ariadne, the sweet Cosmoflot guys. We got a new Billy Wallace, who looks a heck of a lot like Mel Gibson. A new Scott Scard, 1st Battalion with a shock marksman rifle, and then a Cosmo Soldat with an AP HMG. And that goes with the rest of the starter set here, which is a bunch of Rocots, which have like a weird like mix and match of like a rifle, an SMG, and a shotgun. And then you also get a scout. No, not a scout. Is it a scout? I can't remember. You get the other Cosmo Soldat. You get a SAS. You get a... I don't remember what you are. You have a weird name. You're like a Wolver guy. I don't remember your name. They all have new names. But it's basically going to be another 300 points. I'll get and paint up, and I'll be able to play through the 2-player starter. And then I got my Knight of Montassa with his helmet on his helmet. I'm going to paint him, even though he's wearing a helmet on his helmet. Even though he's doing that, we're still going to paint him with his motocross bike helmet on his helmet. And then I'm going to add him to my military orders, because I want to expand my military orders. I've got the, I need to paint up the Trinitarians, Trinitary Tertiaries, and there's something else I want to paint up for them too. I can't remember, but a couple boxes I still need to pay for this to expand my big army action pack for the Knights. Look at this big mamma jamma. Games Workshop was nice enough after watching the Orcs dumpster me by Nick to send us a kill rig. So I'm actually gonna give this to Nick to paint, but this is the new Orky kill rig. It's not out yet. I think it's a pre-order this weekend, maybe even today. And they sent it along for us to check out and review. So if you can open up the box, you can see it, but I'm going to give it to Nick because obviously he's been super, super nice and come in and played a bunch of games with me. Yeah, he's got an awesome orc army, so why not give a dude something nice? It was his birthday when we filmed that game, so now he gets a cool kill rig. I do love this squig with its legs replaced by robot parts. It's amazing. And then of course this gives you the option of building either the weird boy on the back as a kill tower or as the gun rig or whatever, where it's got a gun on the back. I think you would always take it as the psychic character with the flamer laser. That seems like a legit thing to do. It is on an enormous base, but you'll also have the extra models if you make it as the gun rig to make yourself a cool weird boy. And they give you even a base to do that. So it is one of those nice models that comes with the character model kind of built into it. And you can see here, he's separate if you need him to be. Last but not least, I've got this kill team I'm going to build for next week to play some more kill team. We haven't actually done the Astra Militarum one yet. So I conveniently have this box of the new Cadian shock troops along with some Tempestus Scions. So I can make myself a nice list of options. Probably 2 groups of like the special weapons and stuff like that. And then a bunch of different options for the Scions. I had to rip a arm off there because I only have a single one of each type of special weapons. It's a bit different in the list building now, but I'm going to build a couple extras and be able to try that out next week for some more kill team. So there you go, another on the paint table done on the books. 13 models painted this week, almost 2 a day, and lots of projects on the go. So we'll see you next week for more on the paint table, see what we get done. Hopefully that Cosmoflot stuff and some core stuff for kill team. Till then, I'm Ash. Happy gaming. Hey there, I hope you enjoyed that video. There are tons of other games already recorded for you to watch. Click over to my channel page if you haven't already, and have a look through the dozens of playlists full of videos. I guarantee you'll discover a game you haven't seen played before. I put out new videos 7 days a week, and every day is themed to a different genre as I continue to explore the wider world of gaming. Of course, none of that's possible without you, the viewer, so click a like and subscribe if you'd like to stay on top of what's happening here daily. My 2 kids and I are massively grateful to be able to have the flexibility of this job so I can always maximize my time with them. If you want to support me continuing to put out this content, it's only possible because of my amazing backers on Patreon who support the studio, equipment, and model cost, as well as being how I make the bulk of my living. You can also help out by buying a t-shirt through Spreadshirt, a measuring gauge or widget from Death Ray Designs, or buying one of my games and supplements like Last Days, Gamma Wolves, and Blaster. As a way of showing my appreciation, patrons get early access to new games and supplements that I write throughout the course of the year. Huge thanks for watching, it really does help out, and happy gaming.